Phil, your days are done. We know that you've been committing tax fraud, and we are going to get you. Ha ha ha. So if you want that explanation, that was pretty much all of yesterday's show. All right? And I just want to say thank you again to everyone who gave me feedback, because, again, overnight I got more feedback. I actually had people write me heartfelt messages of thanks. Yes, saying, thank you so much for making the decision that you did and staying out of drama. You have successfully avoided... Someone actually wrote me this email. They said, you have successfully avoided a minefield. You have literally dodged the bullets. Matrix dodged. And this is good. This is showing that you have growth, that you're learning, that you're not making the same mistakes. So, there you go. I agree, actually. I'm happy to be here in a non-drama capacity, covering games, news, chilling with you guys, enjoying the biggest season of the year for me, because this is the season of new games, holiday fun, all good stuff, right? Drama. Shut the fuck up. If you're not here for the game, leave. They don't need extra views and support. They really don't. They're already got enough idiots who watch them. All right? If you like actual positive stuff and you want to see productive content like the kinds that I make, please support this channel. All right? I feel like I'm one of the remnants of that old school mantra on YouTube that if you make positive content, people will come and support it. You know, not a lot of people even adhere to that anymore. Many people have changed over the years completely the kind of content and the formula they follow just to make sure that you know, they can survive. I haven't done that. You know, I don't take sponsorships, partnerships. I don't get paid to play games. I don't shill products on my streams. None of that. Why? That's not what I'm here for. I'm here because I love games. I have a passion for it. I love hanging out with my live audience and having a good time. That's what I'm here for. In fact, you know what? I choose not to believe you. I don't believe you. Like Ron Burgundy says, I don't believe you. I choose not to believe you. I will say this. All these years, I've said, please, if you're going to support me for the right reasons. Support me because you like my content. Don't support me because you want to stick it to my haters, okay? Same thing here. Support me because you want positive content. You support this kind of stuff. Not because you're sticking it to the people who make drama, but because you like this and you want to see this continue. Again, I feel like I am one of the last holdouts of people who stuck around making this kind of content, because most people have moved on and changed for the worse. I haven't. I've stuck around being true to myself. When you watch me on a stream, you're getting pure, unadulterated Phil. You're getting out of me my pure, opinion on the matter. But for the most part, it's pure Phil. You're getting the real deal. You're not getting the fake acting Phil. You're not getting a Muppet, like I like to call some other streamers who, they overact for the camera. They have the dyed hair, and they have to be this certain stereotype to make money from kids. I'm not like that, and you guys know that. Number one, shorten your podcast by 2/3 its length. Focus more on gaming. It's the after-tier streams people are there to see the most. It's the place you most likely get support. That's completely untrue, by the way. The Level 1 podcast and Daily Wrap should be less combined than a single segment of the Level 1 podcast is now. Mix in talking about your day with your gameplay and focus on the stuff that's super important in the podcast. So number one, do what everyone else already does. And number two, make it so that when I turn on a game, I'm talking about other unrelated shit that distracts from the game rather than talk about it in the podcast. No. It's a terrible suggestion. The reason I do a podcast is so we can get through these topics, right? Now, when I play Super Mario RPG, guess what we can actually do? Play Super Mario RPG and focus on the game. Yes, there'll be some discussions and side things, but mostly we'll be enjoying and playing the game. I can be immersed in it. Rather than I boot Super Mario RPG, and because I didn't do a podcast today, someone asked me a question about why don't I do charity streams. So now I spend 25 minutes explaining that instead of playing the game. If you don't see the benefit of having a dedicated show in the morning to talk about these topics, if you don't see that I actually have a dedicated viewer base who watch this show every day, it's like a habit for them. Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your fucking podcast. God damn it. Right? I wake up in the morning, I listen to the show, or I listen to it on the way to work, I listen to it during lunch break or whatever. I like the show because of that. I get news from it. I get to learn about Phil and his opinions and all this. And I get to learn about games and stuff. This is a show that has a following. Just because you don't like it, because you like streamers who talk about personal shit during gameplay, Do you not understand how different I am from other streamers? So what you want is, Phil, please just change and be like everybody else. No. But thanks for the suggestion. Dude, did you look in the fucking mirror, you stupid muppet? Mix in smaller games with popular new releases while moving into the Halloween season. Now be the perfect time for a game like World of Horror and Indie. No one even knows what you're talking about. What the hell is World of Horror? Again, these are personal preferences of a person. Instead of saying, here's some really good generalized suggestions that would improve your content, here's specifically what my demands are to improve your content right now. Be like a streamer I already like. Play the indie games that they're playing. No. Let's get to the next suggestions, because that was really fucking stupid. This is hilarious. Here's one. Stop begging. Yeah! I know you don't think you are, but you are. Mention how people can contribute if they choose to only once in an entire stream. Only at the beginning of the stream. Leave it alone. Don't ever bring up goals. Don't ask for any contributions. Don't hint about it either. Because when you watch a television show, they only ever mention products at the very beginning. And then you just get uninterrupted content the entire television show. Right? Right? When you're watching a 5-hour broadcast, you're expected to be there the moment the show starts to know how you can support that broadcast. Right? And if you're not, and you miss out on that, oh well, I guess I'm boned that you weren't there the very first minute that you were there on the podcast. Huh? If the person had said, reduce the amount that you ask for contributions, I would have been like, okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about balance. Let's talk about finding the happy medium, right? Let's figure that out. But literally, this person goes right to the extreme, right? No, you never can bring it up. Never can you do anything. What? Okay, how about this? Get rid of tiered goals. No one cares if you're going to put on a gunner glasses or a hat. Instead, do a goal along these lines. All right, let's see what this suggestion is. Maybe this is a good one. $100 in tips if you get in an... Wait. $100 in tips in an hour will get you an extra hour of streaming. How many times have I explained to you guys that I'm not a 20-year-old guy, I'm not single, I don't sit around at home all day with nothing to do. All right? This is my job, which I'm very dedicated to, and I spend the majority of my day doing. I spend far more time in this office streaming and uploading and working than I do with my family. All right? As it is, on any given day, I probably get to see my wife 2 hours, if that. In a 24-hour day, I see my wife for like 2 hours. And maybe every once in a while around the house in between, but we get about 2 hours to spend together in a given day. I'm a busy dude. I barely have any free time to do anything. I get 1 day a week that I'm supposed to be spending off of streaming. Guess what I do? Grocery shopping, going to get pet supplies, going to the doctor, going to an appointment or a legal appointment, seeing lawyers, all this shit that I've always had to do, I have to do on my 1 day off a week. All right? So now what you want me to do is abolish the goals that are silly and easy to do, toss on some glasses or put on a hat of your choice to be a little silly with my audience. And instead of doing things that are reasonable, because they're things that I could do within the confines of the insane amount of time that I'm already working and streaming, you want me to take away even more of the little time that I have with my family. Okay? The definition of what you just said is called entitlement. It's called that because you think that you've contributed to a stream that you can now dominate my entire life. Now again, when I was younger, I sat around and I made gameplay videos sometimes for 14 to 16 hours a day. I would pump out a game within 2 days. All right? That was unhealthy. I was not happy. I was fat. I was drunk. I was stupid. I was a workaholic. I had no work-life balance at all. Maybe because you are an entitled viewer, you think that that's a valid like request. It is if it's someone who's young and they're willing to give up all of their personal time and efforts for their work. I'm 41 years old and I have a family life now. I have a responsibility to my family to actually spend time with them to keep a household running. This suggestion is incredibly ludicrous. It's so unreasonable that I'm actually now going to skip the rest of your suggestions because the first two ones were incredibly stupid. See, here's the difference is there's some people who can say, like I would say the charity suggestion was a good one. It was worth going through because what I could do is I could explain to you guys, right, what's going on and why I can't really do that like other streamers or things, what my belief system, why my trolls would ruin it anyway. That was good. Like, I'm happy we went through that. But then when you get to this stuff, these aren't suggestions. You understand? These are demands. Be like everyone else I already like. Play all the games that other people are already playing that I already like. Don't ever ask for a contribution or explain how to contribute to your streams whatsoever. Huh? Even giant megala corporations that run fucking TV, movies, music, YouTube channels themselves don't do that. But I'm supposed to be held to these ridiculous fucking standards. No, you're an idiot. I'm not going to entertain your fucking stupidity. That's really dumb.
Yeah.
Recently. You know, things change when, you know, you move across the country and now, you know, I've told you guys about our schedule, how crazy it is. Like, Kat is already out the door working when I wake up.
Pretty much.
And then I'm working all day. She comes home usually around the end of my stream. Then we're cooking and eating. And then at night we each have to, you know, usually I'm streaming, she's doing stuff, you know, going to the gym or doing stuff. And then at night it's time to go to sleep, you know. It's like, where is there time during the day to do stuff anymore? It's crazy how fast, you know, time flies, so.